My name is Monica Gleberman, and you're listening to Silence on Set Podcast. Today we got to talk to High School Musical, the series cast, about what fans can expect for this upcoming season. First up is Frankie Rodriguez and Julia Lester. So last season, you guys were amazing. Season 1, you guys were amazing. Julia, your character always seems to get in the one of the leads of the plays or the musicals, and kind of carries a lot of the show, and obviously deals with some drama. And then Frankie, for your character, a lot of times choreography you're doing for all of the shows, and also dealing with some drama. So for season 3, heading into what is going to be Frozen, can we expect to see can we expect to see, I guess, Carlos doing the choreography and Ashley doing a main character? And then what drama is going to come from this? Because I'm sure everyone's going to be vying for these parts.
Well, no. So we actually don't. Carlos is not the choreographer this season. So it's kind of him just taking a break, taking a load off, and really focusing on himself as an actor. So that's fun.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, I think all of the attributes and qualities of the East High theater kid students are really, really heightened in this season, because we are extremely enthusiastic, go-getter theater kids, and we're put into a space where we've never been before amongst new people. And it's very interesting to see if that sort of energy is welcomed and received with love. And, we don't have Miss Jen on our side this time. So it's very interesting to see, where these characters fit in the world outside of East High.
Yeah, and last season, I felt like a lot of it was self-discovery for each character. There was a lot of learning. And what would you say the theme is for this season for all of the characters, or for your characters in particular?
I think it's just adjusting, learning how to get along with others, and playing nice, and still being able to stand out. But at the end of the day, not to be whatever, but we really are all in this together. And that's kind of the message that stays throughout, is that you're stronger together than you are by yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely a season of firsts. A lot of us are having, it's a first time for a lot of us for a lot of things. I mean, in the trailer, you hear Gina say it's her first time at camp, her first boyfriend, her first time pining for the lead. And that rings true for all of us. So it's been really fun to see, these kids feel challenged with new things brought upon them.
And then for you guys, obviously you've been on since season 1, but how do you think, or what can you tell us about their reaction to Maddox coming in and Jet? Because these are new characters that we haven't met yet, like you kind of alluded to earlier, that are coming into season 3, first time at the camp. How is that gonna be received by your characters?
I would say Carlos is pretty open. He's open to the idea of having to go to camp and meet all of these new people, and so and figuring out who's who and who fits in what cliques. So I would say he's pretty open.
Yeah. I think especially for Maddox, it's really interesting having all of our characters sort of, take over her territory. So it's been really interesting to see how she navigates all of these crazy out of the box theater kids sort of swarming into her space, her sacred space of camp. And she's got an incredible arc this season. And we were all so fortunate to be able to, share the screen with such an incredible, complex character that added so much to the show.
It's nice when you bring new people in, because it kind of shifts it up a little bit, and I want to see kind of how every character reacts, and what's gonna happen with everyone, because it is so competitive, right? All these characters are really competitive. They're artistic people. There's a lot of inter-drama between everybody, so very excited. But for my last question, just what would you tell fans to expect? Everybody's freaking out, cannot wait for this new season. Your two characters, I are two of my favorite on the show. I freaking love you guys. So what can you tell people to expect for this coming season? Obviously, like I said, we know it's Frozen, but what else can we expect for the season? Or what can you tease?
I would say go into it how you went into season 1, not really knowing what to expect and maybe having like an opinion and of who you're going to like and how it's going to go. And then just be open that it probably won't turn out that way. So it's exciting.
I think this season is going to awaken a childlike, playful nostalgia for everybody who's watching. And that's one of my favorite parts of the season. Being at camp and singing so many iconic songs from Frozen and Camp Rock. It's really, it's quite the nostalgic season. And so I think people are going to really enjoy that aspect of it.
Frankie, I adore everything about your soul. I just love you. And Julia, I love you. I've watched interviews and so many things, and I've covered the show for so long. The two of you, I think, just embody such beautiful, amazing people that we really need to see on television. Wow. And I just love your characters. I love you as humans. And I'm just so happy for you guys for this season. The stuff that I saw is amazing. I'm so excited for fans to see.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Well, so great to see you.
Yeah, so great seeing you. Have a great rest of the day. And hopefully it won't be like too long for you guys.
Thank you. You too.
Here's Adrian Lyles and Saylor Bell. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to talk with you guys because I've been covering the show for a long time and new people. Woo! I get so excited.
I do.
So I did get to see a little bit of the show, but I don't want to give like major spoilers away. So I will ask you guys, I guess my first question is if you could tell me a little bit about your characters and then what people could expect because you guys are brand new, entering a world of a lot of crazy artistic people that want those roles and the musical. So what can you kind of tell us to expect from your characters?
Mm-hmm. Well, my character Maddox, she's gone to this camp her entire life. It is her home. She waits the whole year just to have these 2 weeks, and she's very excited about it. And she's excited about like getting started, getting everyone awake at 7 a.m. to start fun activities. And I think what you can expect from her is just like she is the stage manager of like everything. She gets everything together. She does the costumes, the makeup. I genuinely don't know how she does it. But she kind of has this huge involvement while also like not exactly being in the spotlight all the time. And I think it's great that we have a character like that to be representing now who's like not in the spotlight, but also a huge reason why this is still happening. So I'm really happy that I get to be able to represent like the stagehand kind of part of the show.
You know, I think that Jet definitely plays this sort of mysterious, unapproachable kind of jerk of a new character at first. Like Saylor said, all of her character, that's Jet's polar opposite. Jet doesn't want to be at this camp. He doesn't want to sing. He wants nothing to do with theater. He wants to do exactly what he wants to do when he wants to do it, which is sitting in his bunk, playing on his video game until the summer is over. And I think that what you can expect from Jet is actually a lot of surprises. I think that Jet is a very relatable character in a way that he's a new kid in a new situation that he's not comfortable with. And I think a lot of people have been in that place before. And I think that he's just trying to figure out how to deal with that. And I think that there's going to be a lot of surprises coming from Jet's character. And he's going to be someone that people are going to be really excited to see grow.
Well, I'm excited because last season there was a lot of, the characters, there was a lot of growth and self-discovery. I feel like you guys bring in like fresh breath of like the self-discovery with Maddox being kind of like a counselor and the stagehand and kind of handling everything. And then Adrian, for you, like for Jet to be kind of not wanting to be there and like you said, representing kind of what a lot of people feel like uncomfortable and it's awkward and you don't know who to be friends and you're kind of acting out. What would you say the theme is for the two of you guys for your characters for this season?
I mean, self-discovery is honestly great that you just said that, because not only for Maddox, like, is there a lot of self-discovery for her? She evolves so much as a character throughout just like these few episodes, but she's also like, don't want to give too much away, but she's also helping other characters like with their self-discovery, and she's so involved in it, like whether she means to be or not, like she's helping these other people realize who they are. And I think that is a really big part of this season, and Maddox's like involvement in it. She is there helping herself and others move along and grow as people.
I think both the characters are. I think Jet is definitely a breath of fresh air, because what you have is you have all of these people that are so positive about everything, and then this one character that really isn't. And I think that I think that him coming in as this breath of fresh air and all the growth that he goes through in these first episodes is realizing that he's really not trying to ruin everybody else's time. He's not trying to be this bad person. That things just happen sometimes, and he ends up messing up without realizing what he's doing. And it's him learning to cope with that. And without spoiling too much, I think that he's got some great layers that a lot of people are going to love. And it's just what he goes through. And it really, really emphasizes how people act and how people are. And he's realistic. And I think people are really going to love that.
Well, I love both of them so much. And so I'm just going to wrap up with the last question. I love you guys. You guys were so good in it. I'm so excited for people to see you. So I just want to wrap with the last question. What would you tell fans to tune in? Because this season is going to be crazy.
If you liked High School Musical, the musical, the series, season 1, 2, if you like the movies, if you like Disney Channel, if you like music, if you like anything at all, this show is definitely for you, because it's got everything that you can want from a TV show. Drama, theater, music, funny, laughs, jokes, everything. It's great.
I would definitely say, like, while some people may find the concept of camp like really cheesy, it's just so special, so unique. Like, you're gonna love it, even though it's so different from seasons 1 and 2. It is something that I don't think anyone has seen yet from this show, and the energy is unmatched. The people and the way that we act throughout it, like, I just think that it is something very, very special that everyone's gonna want to see.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much. Like I said, I'm so excited. I found so much love in both your characters for different reasons, and I connected so much to them, and I just cannot wait for people to see it and to see Frozen come alive and just all these great things that are going to be happening. So just congratulations to the two of you. I cannot be more happy and impressed by the two of you and your scenes this season.
Thank you so much. It's been talking to you.
Oh, so nice talking to you guys. Congratulations. And I hope you have a great rest of the day, and hopefully it's not too long.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Thank you guys so much.
Have a good one. Bye.
Here's the writer, Tim Federle. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Monica.
I'm such a huge fan of yours. You have no idea.
That's so sweet.
I'm so excited to speak with you. Okay, so first, really quickly, because I know we have no time, but I want to talk to you. Obviously, like, you've written like books in the past, a cookbook, like you have a lot of like writing in your history, a lot of play and theater history, obviously, with Gypsy and like various other things that you've been in. So it's probably a stupid question, but did a lot of that have to do with you initially starting with even just like with season 1 coming up with the idea originally? Because I never got to ask it, so I was always curious if that's like why you came up with the camp idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think my whole journey to High School Musical was about taking my entire background, which was like bullied, picked on, gay, theater obsessed, and trying to make a TV show about it. And then I did go to summer camp when I was 12. It changed my life. And the whole theme of season 3 is this kind of summer of fun. It's only 2 weeks, and it sort of accidentally changes everything for all of these characters.
Yeah, and I felt like last season in particular was a lot about like self-discovery. And I feel like a lot of the characters were just like learning about themselves and then interacting. Some of them, you know, finding others attractive and like things starting to kind of slowly come out. So for this season, what would you consider like the theme of it? And we do have new characters coming in. So, and I know we're doing Frozen. I'm so excited. But what would you consider like the theme of the characters this season, what they'll be going through?
I mean, one of the big themes was sisterhood, which was lifted directly from Frozen. which I love because it's a Disney love story that's not really about romance so much it is about sisterhood. And so we wanted to explore those themes with these young ladies who are away from home for the first time for some of them. Other themes include no rules, right? Like it's summer camp, no curfew, no parents, no rules. And when you've got no rules, things can go off the rails pretty quickly. So mostly it's a season of, I think, fun and surprises.
And when you guys choose, like obviously you did like Beauty and the Beast in the past, and do you write it first and then, or like how does that process work? Do you come up with what you want to put into it, and then how do you get the rights to do that and all the songs and the stuff that you use?
It's sort of chicken and the egg. Beauty and the Beast was about identity and about the way you see yourself versus how the world sees you. My mentor is Tom Schumacher. He's the president of the Disney Broadway division, and he's always been incredibly generous about giving me an opportunity to perform these musicals that he has the rights to for theatrical representation. And then like season 4, we're considering a bunch, and it's always really complicated, but it's fun. But it's chicken and the egg. It's like, what themes do we want to tell? What do we want to talk about? And what's the show that would best express that?
Yeah, I know. I'm always hoping for like a secret gypsy in there from your past.
Oh, you're so cute. I don't know if Gypsy is, yeah. That's where I met Kate Reinders. It's a classic American musical.
Oh my gosh, I would love it because I actually saw you when you were doing it, so I would love to.
Oh my god! Wow!
I'd be so excited if that was like on the show.
That's amazing.
So,
my
if
goodness.
I could throw any like juju,
love that. Okay,
get it.
I have to plant that.
So, other than obviously we have new characters, there's going to be a lot of fun drama. We have Frozen. We have a lot of songs. There's going to be a ton of stuff packed into the season. So, what would you tell fans to expect? Obviously, like I know you kind of mentioned a little bit of it, that it's kind of not, it might not be what you think. And I love with the addition of Jet and Maddox, like Maddox now with the counselor, and then Jet with him not really wanting to be there, and kind of what that feels like to kind of feel like an outcast or uncomfortable in a place. So what would you tell fans to kind of expect for the season? Because they're so excited, especially when, Frozen got out.
Yeah, I think it's a return to some of the fun and the humor of season 1, the mockumentary style. And, I would expect sort of summer rom-com vibes and ultimately a lot of changes by the end of the summer.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm so excited.
Monica, what a pleasure. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing speaking with you, and I just think you're a genius. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you have a great rest of the day.
So sweet. Thank you so much.
Hope you guys enjoyed listening to the cast and writer talk about High School Musical, the series, which is currently available on Disney+. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you're updated on all of our latest podcasts, and make sure you head over to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe so you're updated on all of our video content.